Welcome to Reaction Radio Unplugged, number six. We are here. We just had a fantastic debut episode of Pass the Torch, and I was super stoked that Pick and Choose got one song on the Best Of playlist and passed the torch to AK. So 1 week from today at 6 p.m. Pacific time, we will be showcasing 3 tracks from AK. My name is Wilkshake. Welcome to the show. On my right is Chuck. How are you, Chuck?
I'm doing great, man. Can we even call it Unplugged if it's live?
It is still Unplugged requests.
Okay.
Kind of.
I don't know, man. I'm just happy to be here. Call
Maybe
it
we
what you
should
want.
maybe we should make a new name for the show. I don't know.
I don't think it matters. I'm good with it.
Unplugged.
I'm just happy to be here, man.
Unplugged means the phone is unplugged.
Okay.
Because Reaction Radio, everybody calls in, right?
Yep.
So Reaction Radio means
That's
unplugged. Just means that you don't call in. The phone is unplugged. It's probably plugged in because it's probably charging. So
I was like, well, that was our original thought for the title, so good thing you remember.
Yeah, good enough. We're here. This is Reaction Radio Unplugged. I like it. It's sticking. LP, how are you?
Yeah, doing well. Happy to be here. Good to be here with the crew. Hip hop.
It's kind of
That's right.
nice to be like have a warm-up show, you know? Like I feel like I'm already kind of got my feet wet. I already know I'm already sweating a little bit. I got my heart's going a little bit, like I'm already into the tunes. Ignacio, how are you? Glad you can join us from Philly.
From Philly, baby. That's right.
How's the weather in Philadelphia?
Rainy and humid.
Ooh.
Rainy and humid.
And what
We
kind
got
of
rainy and not humid here in New York. So
It is always rainy and humid where I am. Always. Every day. Every day.
it's rainy everywhere.
It's raining
All right,
everywhere.
let's get into this, guys. We got a playlist curated from Discord, from a thread. If you would like to get in on this Reaction Radio Unplugged, the easiest way to do so is to join our Discord, ask someone in the chat to send you a link, or find me on Instagram, and I will send you a link, and make a thread in the song selection. What's it called again, Ignacio? Where is this thread?
Well, if you're gonna you got to make your own thread. Because there's still all of them are still under. There's still some under the CWL thread, and then you still have the suggested music thread that you can put the songs in.
Okay, yeah. So get a thread going in there. First one that we got, guys, is from a new subscriber. It is per 6409.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
We are looking for 90s out of 120, guys. No,
100.
No, we're looking for 100s. I changed this to 75 when Ignacio wasn't going to be here, but I got to change it back. So we are looking for 100s out of 120, 4 scores of 30. This is the first request we've ever had from per 6409. It is Smith & Wesson. It's called Buck Down. Let's do it.
Check this out. Once again, Smith & Wesson in the joint one time.
Already? Boom bap.
Yeah.
Newness in 94.
You betcha, Dom. We're live for this one.
Lock your doors, nobody's safe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Check it out. I walk around town with the pound strapped down to my side. No front end just in case I gotta smoke some. Round here, heads don't act the age. You might be another dead boy on page. Into the cipher with your lighter. L's are ready, prepare for another all-nighter. But keep a watch for the cops, cause they rock blocks. Coming on the block, trying to rock knots. Pigs be acting like they bigger than us niggas from the streets, cause we stalk mad deep and them walk beats. I guess them all a grudge, cause I won't budge. Playing tough, staring down the judge with my hands cuffed. Standing there with my nappy hair and my dirty gear. All a war year, now I'm up out of here. Pigs lift me up and down with the front. Is it because I'm brown or is it because I'm from Bucktown? Home of the original gun clappers. 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 Got 5 MC that want a contest. We got your nooses ready hanging over the trees. Bring on your sounds will get drowned by my massive. Kill your body boy and hold your love up for hostage. Knock, knock, nigga, knock, that's 4 shots empty. On a violator that was sent out to get me. I'm tore up from the flow up, and everything's black, but still I'm on point, ready to buck, ain't nothing sweet, Jack. Bucktown, I represented on the love. Deeply rooted from my Timbs to my dick above. Don't sweat the bulge coming from my hip. Grip what you get hit when I let my tool click. Nowhere to run, ambush lurks in the dark. Helter skelter smirks while you're getting torn apart. Here comes the rude boys with the ganja plants. Smith and Wesson generals of the boot camps. Home with the original gun clappers. 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 Another murderer, just another prankster. Rude boy dead, cause I'm taught him was a gangster. Tried to live the life of a hood from the street.
Chicago.
The wrong dread.
Chi-town.
Sleep. Mr. Ripper Eye, lurk in the sky. Twist up the ganja when I wanna get high. With my brethren, up who the session. Learn your lesson or get blasted by Mr. Smith or Mr. Wesson. Bucktown's everywhere, I swear. It's clear to me. You feel the weed, now I really see. Nightfall round the way. Original has come out to play. Puff fur break day. It's just a regular. Every day, stay to be and I. Mind's all the way, rhymes feed the mind in time. I find reality follows me where I roam. 360 degrees back home. Home with the original gun clappers. 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 Home with the original gun clappers.
Yeah, they're both.
Home with the original gun clappers. Home with the original gun clappers. Once again, Smith and Wesson, we do it like this. To my man Buckshot, yeah, the rock. Bucktown, Bootcamp, Trick D, Mr. Wall. We'll roll up that next set, man. We alive. Bucktown, everywhere. To my brethren, everywhere. On the red. We'll roll that up there.
Sorry, I was playing music in the background there. I was wondering what was going on. I thought it was boring. I thought it was average. I've heard Smith & Wesson years ago. I got nothing good to say about it. I did not like it. I'm giving the beat a 7. I'm giving the flow a 6. And I'm giving the lyrics a 7. So a 14, I'm giving that a 21. 21, not impressed. Per 6409, you don't got me figured out yet. I challenge you to figure me out, though, you little motherfucker. No, I'm just joking. You're nice. I'm sure you're fine. Yeah, 21, not for me. What are you saying, LP? Oh, your mic's off.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, Smith and Wesson, classic hip hop duo. I really, really enjoyed this beat. I mean, typically for me personally, I do like string bass and piano bass beats, but this beat here, I mean, it hit almost every single element I would want in a hip hop beat. It was just excellent for me. So it's a 9. You know, the flow, I mean, Tech and Still each have their own individual flow, and I think I'm more partial to Steele's, if I'm being honest. So I kind of have to give, like, again, an average between the two, which on this track right here, I'm going to go for about a 7.5. And then lyrics, there was more to be appreciated in the verses versus the hook. I mean, the hook left a lot to be desired, honestly. But that being said, in the verses themselves, I thought the lyrics were solid. So it's 8 territory for me. So 15.5 and 9.
24.5.
Yes.
24.5. Ignacio, what are you saying?
Okay, so first off, this makes me smile. This is fucking
guys dig this shit,
boom
eh?
bap. This is boom bap at its finest, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Why don't I like it?
Because
it's low energy.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, you were looking for something that was going to like
break my neck.
Right, but this does that in a different way. It does that in a much more elegant way, in my opinion. I think it does that because it hits the boxes that boom bap needs to hit, right? But when you take a minute and listen to the like LP said, the verses, when you're listening to the verses and you're listening to some of how some of the rhyme schemes are tied together and how they transition from one to the next, it's boom bap, man. It's like it's at its finest right there, dude. So I'm giving this 3 9s all the way down.
Holy
Trip
Christ.
nines.
Okay. Ooh-wee.
Wow, a 27 for Ignacio.
God damn right.
Solid. Nice.
Chuck, what do you say?
Beats a 9 for me. It was so smooth, but had like some depth to it. It was slow, but it had like that the horns in there that kind of selectively came in. Were like they were used really well for emphasis, and
so beautiful.
They because like they weren't overpowering. It wasn't like a dominant part of the beat. It was more. It was like
almost like a crescendo.
Yes.
Into it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The because the horns were kind of at the end of the beat loop. It's like the beat loop kind of goes on, and then as an emphasis, it's like
yeah.
And it just kind of like it adds some like to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was nice. So yeah, B was a 9, which I often do not. I don't know. I don't think I would normally give a beat like this a 9, but like I don't know, man. I was feeling it. Which I don't know, maybe I'm feeling it now because I just saw Primo a few days ago, so I don't know who like kind of half invented boom bap. So, I know the flows were excellent. Really nice. On point, consistent. Nothing particularly complicated with the flows, but they were steady and consistent. Good flows. So flows are a 7.5 for me. And the lyrics were interesting because a lot of it was flex, but there was also like there was quite a few doubles in there, just kind of floating around and sprinkling around, and lyrics, I give it a 7. So that's 23.5 for me.
23.5 plus 24.5 is 48. Plus 27 is 65. Plus 21 is 80. What am I doing here? Is that right?
No, what did you give it?
21, 27, 24.5, 23.5.
You gave it a 21?
Yeah.
That's 75.
Yeah. No. So that's 96.
25. 96.
96.
Yeah.
So
96.
Just short of 100.
Yeah, 96.
I'm going to be proud to be the villain in this one. I tanked that track, motherfuckers.
That's fine. Hey, man.
You sure did. You sure did. You sure did.
You like what you like.
I like what I like. Okay, next one we got, guys.
He liked fucking that one up. That's what he liked.
I'm just going to be honest.
I'm just fucking.
I honestly didn't think you guys were going to like it as much as you did, to be honest.
What?
No, I did.
I mean,
I did.
It was low energy, so I expected you to not.
Yeah,
like
at this point in the night, after already being live for 45 minutes, I'm sweating. I'm in the zone. I want to be fucked up. I want my brain.
I mean, look. In fairness, at any point in the night, like you generally tend to not vibe with lower energy tracks.
Lower energy. It's true. It's true. Sometimes, like Braille, some of the stuff that Braille's put out, lower energy tracks. No,
this is where I challenge you to pay attention more to. No. This is where in those songs. This is where I challenge you to pay more attention to the technical aspects of the emceeing, rather than just the surface view of it.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty vain.
Well, I'm not saying it about that. I'm not saying nothing about that.
I'm not very vain. That was not true.
It's DJ. It's Clarissa.
Clarissa's here. Wilkes,
No. Wilkes DJ is Clarissa.
Clarissa could be my personal DJ. I think if I just walking around with an Bluetooth speaker. Next one we got, guys, is Marco Polo. This one is from AK, who has been elected to get past the torch next week.
Hey, okay. AK.
Next week we have passed the torch to AK. Next Monday at 6 p.m. is all about AK. Looks like we have a new format, guys. Like I said, we're live. Usually we're not live for React Radio Unplugged, but it was very simple to make it live. And we've had, with all the stuff that's gone on in the community in the last month, I was kind of nervous about going live, but now we're live. Everything's going great, so everyone's having a good time. So it looks like on Mondays we are now doing 2 live shows, one at 6, one at 7. It is going to be Pass the Torch at 6 and Reaction Radio Unplugged at 7. This run is from the Pass the Torch AK, Templeheads alumni, Marco Polo featuring OC. This was called Marquee.
Yeah.
Whoops, that's the wrong one.
I did not like how that opened.
That's next.
Refreshing.
That beat's dope.
And we're back into more boom bap.
This boom bap I got though.
Check. Hey yo, people get excited when OC's on the marquee. Star child, Portuguese, suffer dark green. Against the powers that be is what the odds be. Get this an M-Polo track, co-starring me. Back up in your eardrum, it's red run with no pen and paper, just a mic and some headphones. Listen to the sound of the chimes go. When you hear this in the club, you know it's time for. Cause what I do, when the dance
Get a
flow
good
packed
camera
with
and a
the
good
hip-hop
mic,
heads
Dom.
that really want it, yo.
You need a good
Not
camera and
to
a good
worry
mic.
no more. Omar has officially returned. Thanks for the concerns. And now the phoenix has risen from the ashes with puff, puff, pass and weed inside them backwoods. I'm just that good. I've been better to the letter, the game.
Perfect, you're on. Next show you're on. When you get past the torch, you're on the show.
Hold your hands up.
Yeah, whoever gets past the torch is on the show. Why the fuck not?
In the moment, lost in the moment. Yes. Everybody needs to freeze. Hold your
If you
hands
want.
up high. Get lost in the moment, trapped in the moment. Feel good music. If still waters run deep still. Me and P here to fill up the well. Provided that you drink from it, we make sure them impurities are flushed out. This is what hip hop's about. Flowing the beat, get them addicted like painkillers. We pinpoint and assess this like train killers. Child, young fat, no. This is OC transmitting through the mic apparatus. Since 9-4, my gift for convo been more than just flapping and running my mouth off. Conventional stance or even southpaw. With my ambidextrous flow, I knock out bars. Mega hard kick drum, kick son dead in the balls with the kick drum. Then he pause. There's perfection in the floor. If I'm right, look deep or stand in the floor. Yes, everybody needs to freeze. Hold your hands up high. Get lost in the moment, trapped in the moment, lost in the moment. Yes, everybody needs to freeze. Hold your hands up high. Get lost in the moment, trapped in the moment. Just feel good music. Yeah, just that joint, the spot to make a whisper. The flow in the voice, I know you all miss, cuz this ain't that time for me to make the best of. So now I'm back to the rescue with crowds and multitudes. I see y'all still sleeping on over what his flow can do. Over the beat, the bass line, the pro and the two. With Polo cooking stirring, this is one hell of a stew. The blind taste what they buds embrace or what they fingertips touch like braille in any case. Well,
Talk about it, Dom.
we giving y'all something you can feel without using your optic nerves. Your ears can tell cause the bass on swole, the flows on crows, and you're all welcome to pass on through. Here's an invitation we extend to all, proving hip-hop's alive when they saying it's lost. Yes, everybody needs to freeze. Hold your hands up high. Get lost in the moment, trapped in the moment, lost in the moment. Yes, everybody needs to freeze. Hold your hands up high. Get lost in the moment, trapped in the moment. Just feel good music. Yes, everybody needs to freeze. Hold your hands up high. Get lost in the moment, trapped in the moment, lost in the moment. Yes, everybody needs to
I mean, Marco Polo, Static Selecta, I put these guys up in the premiere world. You know, like as far as enjoyment goes, I fucking dude. Marco Polo, I've never heard a Marco Polo beat that I didn't jam to. That was fucking dope. The bass line was sick. How he programs his bass line is so nice. He just fills up the space so nice, but doesn't interfere. Lyric wise, to be honest, man, I was rocking up to the beat. I'm giving the beat a 9. The beat stole the show for me. Flow was pretty basic, nothing really outrageous, no intricate flow pockets, pretty basic flow, the same the whole song. Gonna give flow an 8. Lyrics, I didn't even really listen to be honest, man, because I was focusing on the beat. I didn't really hear anything that was said, I just vibe with the flow. So I'm gonna give the lyrics an 8 because it wasn't disrupting and it didn't interrupt me from enjoying the beat. So it worked together well. It was a well pieced together track. Gonna total that up for a 25. LP, what do you say?
Yeah, so I agree with you. I think that the beat stole the show for me. I think it carried the track. It was very well put together. It was very professional, had a lot of layers and a lot of elements that were really appreciated. It was really a work of art. Solid 8 for me. But then again, I've listened to a lot of Marco Polo beats. So I do have exactly. So I have a basis for comparison for him. But I put him up there too as one of one of the greatest engineers. The flow, I agree, was a little bit basic. It was good. He definitely rode the beat and it was solid, but it's going to get a 7.5 for me, as will the lyrics. They were nice and there were some nice bars in there, but nothing really stand out or, too originals, flex bars and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's a 23.
23 total. Ignacio, what do you say?
Okay, so the beat actually got a little boring for me after a little bit because it just kept doing, it was like 8 bars that were really, really nice, but it was just this like same 8 over and over and over and over.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
That is a real disease of hip hop, dude. It really is repetition.
But
well, no, you can do it well.
Yeah, you can.
You can do it well.
8 bars. I don't know.
Plenty have.
Yeah,
plenty have.
You can. So the beat, I'm gonna give a 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the flow. OC has a nice flow. I do like his flow. I like his tone of voice. I think he lends well on tracks. But I've heard OC get real lyrical, and I've heard OC go in his bag, and this wasn't it. Like this was just that flex flow and like that we talk about and stuff like that, which isn't bad, but not what I like from OC. So I'm gonna give him. I'll give it a 7.5 on the flow, and a 7.5 on the lyrics.
All right, 22 for you.
22. So we were sitting at 50 or 48 plus 22.
Definitely like the first track better.
60. So no, it's impossible. It's not going to make it. 22 plus 23 is 45 plus 25 is 60.
It's 70 right now.
70. So Chuck needs a perfect score for it to make the playlist.
It does not have a perfect score.
It is not making the playlist.
No. I wasn't it. This was not it for me. I wouldn't skip it, but there was not a whole lot about it that I particularly liked. It was close to skipping for you.
If the beat wasn't so good, the lyrics and the flow, the lyrics I didn't even listen to.
I mean, you gave a 9.88 for something that you were considering skipping,
right?
In this time and place right now, yeah. Maybe not in general, like during my day.
Okay. Well,
but right now it's not like
beat,
right now not doing it for me.
The beat was fine, but I also found it irritating. For me, it was less the loop, and I didn't really like that the kind of high that kind of came in at the end of it. I found really annoying. Maybe it was annoying because it was on a short loop. I don't know. In general, the beat wasn't doing it for me. It wasn't awful, but the beat's a 6 for me, and the flow was it was fine. It wasn't it was unremarkable, but it wasn't bad. He did his thing and it was fine. It was reasonable enough, but nothing to write home about. It was a 6 for me. Lyrics 5. I thought the I did not like the lyrics. I
Lowest
thought they
score
were
in Reaction Radio Unplugged history going on right now.
no. I think
We're at 17 right now.
yeah, but so lyrically, like, I thought it was boring. And on the, if you're gonna do a flex track, I think you should at least try to be like pretty creative with it. And I felt like the metaphors that were put in there was like forced and unrelated. And so I don't know, lyrically it was a 5 for me, so that 17, which puts us at an 87.
87 out of 100, still respectable, but does not make the playlist. We're looking for 100s. We have one song left, everybody. It is from Wallflower. Shout out to Wallflower. Hopefully she's doing okay. We love you, Wallflower. Come back to us. Come back to us in Marty.
Hope you're well.
It's good for your life to listen to hip hop with us, I think. Maybe it's bad. You never know. Depends on your perspective. This is from Daylight featuring
Clarissa.
Clarissa's here.
Clarissa.
It is.
Great.
I didn't
She's
even
going
think
to
about it.
the
Today
back.
is Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco
I didn't even think about that.
December 14th is Mexican Independence Day, but I guess the 15th is also like a big party day. And my birthday is on September 15th, so whenever I go to Mexico for my birthday, I am a celebrity. Wherever I am, the party guy. And my middle name is Joseph. They just think it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's great. Everyone's called me Poppy.
Mine was just last
fucking
week
ridiculous.
still.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Chuck.
Happy
Chuck,
birthday.
that's right.
Yeah, happy belated.
Yeah.
Chuck is 41? 42. Daylight featuring J. Cole. I got
Okay.
Emil. We were driving to the golf course to film a golf video last week, and he put on this J. Cole tune that he's really, really into, and I had to ask him to turn it off. It's like, buddy, let's listen to Wu-Tang Clan. Listen to Triumph instead. That was good, but because I had to teach him something in that moment. I'm like, you want to hear?
Man.
I don't know. I can't get into J. Cole. I'm trying to. I haven't listened to enough though. What is your guys' opinion on J. Cole first LP?
You know that J. Cole was on the message boards with us in Cannabis Central. He was
Really?
he went as therapist. So he was
No
all
kidding.
in the he was in the written section all the time, and it was probably, I don't know, 06, 07, maybe 08 when he kind of petered
I
off
didn't
from
know
there and
that.
started doing his own thing, and then he kind of blew up and grew from there. And the guys used to give him such flack about not playing more up-to-date cannabis songs, because he would open his shows with some old school cannabis tracks. And so
Okay.
people were like, why aren't you playing his new stuff, you know? But
Right.
anyways,
I did not know that, and that changes everything dramatically.
it's always shaped my opinion about him. Like, look at him, man, he did it. He was like one of us, and he made it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
and he seems to be portrayed as a pretty humble fellow. I don't listen to a lot of his music. It's not my
Apparently,
style.
he just bikes around New York and fucking lives a pretty normal life.
Yeah.
Not too concerned about taking a picture here and there.
It's one of the
Yeah.
nice things about New York City is there's so many people that you can
That are celebrities. Yeah.
that is well no that there's because
That
there's
don't
so
know
many yeah
That don't-
because
yeah.
there's so many people that unless you are like Brad Pitt level where like everybody will recognize you, then
Unless you're
like,
Jay-Z.
Right.
Well, even Jay-Z, like he can get lost on the subway. Like
Right.
people can lose him on the subway,
Right.
because there's so many people that just like aren't going to recognize him,
You know
And
what,
you
man?
can-
I have
You can exist normally.
Yeah.
part of my vacation club that I'm a part of is pretty affordable mansions all over the world, and there's many in New York. We should fucking split a mansion sometime. It'll be dirt cheap. Like, I'm talking a few $100 for a week kind of thing. We should split a mansion with 10 people, Manhattan, see the whole scene, go to some shows, record a live Reaction Radio Unplugged while we're there. We should plan that sometime.
That sounds
I'd
epic.
love to.
Yeah, dope
Yeah,
museums and food. And,
So
that
for
area.
$1,300, I can rent a mansion anywhere in the world
Cool.
Well,
So,
for
I
the
mean-
week,
for the week. Yeah, $1,300 for a week.
Well, why limited to New York?
Some-
How does
some-
Bali sound, my friend?
Yeah, some of the, for sure. But some of these places sleep 20 people. So
Yeah.
if you bring
Yeah.
20 people, you're paying $25 for the week. You
Yeah.
know, it's ridiculous, some of these deals, because some of these are huge places. Anyway, that's just a thought for future things that we do. Because I plan on doing that a lot, especially once I get back out of the food truck a little bit. I think I got about about 7-8 good years in the food truck business before I'm going to back out. Let the youngins take over. This is Daylight featuring J. Cole. Plate
Shout
of
out to
collard
Daylight.
greens. Requested from Wallflower. Let's do it.
Star Rock actually remixes a lot of J. Cole.
Yeah.
He has remixed
yeah.
a bunch of J. Cole tracks with new bars.
P, I see you. Oh, this shit feel like. You know that feeling when.
I don't like that high-pitched voice at all.
Yeah. Just pray for me on the 3rd. It's a body chopped in thirds, I heard. A lot of sheep in a circle. And you the goat, the Judas coming and purge. It hurt them every time you splurge. All this time spent, the mind sent the haters at me. It make me happy knowing they can never touch me. I tackle every goal he made, they think we playing rugby. The rugby and the ghost look like a floor at the 100 house. 600,000 on 200 acres, I know it hurt them bad. Paparazzi peek, we close the curtains, I know it hurt them mad. Yeah, it's like a verse that the pastor gave from the pulpit. They mad adore me, but I ain't here for the bullshit. Never stress who they gon' bless today. I knew I'd get a meal, I came from Section 8, ain't stressed to play. Yeah, the rest is greatness, it's history in the making. His story he making. Take it to the fact that we was taken. Place inside the trap tap with laxatives. And we think that we running shit. Relax and relapse, dope, lift up 100 clips. Some blocks turn hunted, growth stunted like Barnum and Bailey. Hard for the babies, clowning, drowning they surroundings. If I op out, backseat of the police car, but never cop out. The pole too low to stop doubting for better days. The sun bright out, children let it raise. If you hear this, keep your head up, praise. Go. Go.
Where's the beat?
Go.
Is the beat coming or what?
I don't think so.
The rain is obsolete.
Nope.
Jermaine is out to be celebrated, paraded out in the streets for days, if not for weeks, for bringing us out the bleakest burning pit. My words are slick when it's my turn to kick. I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak. How vain is my belief to say that I could be the greatest y'all done seen when my cadence proper from days I laid across the street from these Caucasian neighbors. New kids I stayed around are green and not as mean as my homies that played on Project Swings where fate is not foreseen. My brain stained, ingrained with the stories of slain bodies from heinous robberies. And rated R regimes exchanging raw for cream. Tricked them, it went left. They pulling up, shooting like Tatum off a screen. The bills is due as kids, we knew the way the calls would ring. Since mom ain't paid them off, we trained to watch the names across the screen. And let collections pass, it's like we failed to make an offering. Gotta channel thoughts, cause damn the cable off it seems. Deep down I hated Halloween with all that I have seen. Who needs another way to cause a scream? Dangerous as the king of pop, how well they spin your block. No moves, minimal, smooth criminals. The whole gang doing insane amount of lean. This ain't prescribed cause there's no doc for pain they harboring. Some pray to God but it's odd cause Satan's catered all their dreams. Spiritually malnourished, dehydrated, now they fiend for truth in these flows. Food for their souls to make it all serene. Well here's a plate of collard greens. Yeah.
I mean, lyrically, it was savage. The lyrics are 9.5, like perfect, exactly what I want from an artist. Every time. Daylight is the beat maker. That was all J. Cole, wasn't it?
No, Daylight was the
Those
first
two
MC.
Yeah. Two MCs. They blend together really well. The beat's a 4. The beat was kind of non-existent. The beat didn't really have. It was more of an acapella, to be honest. I could have listened to that with no sound in the background and enjoyed it probably more. To be honest, the beat was kind of distracting with that stupid high-pitched fucking voice they use. I hate that shit. I've been complaining about that for 10 years. You know what? 20 years ago, me and Reptilian were making hip-hop. By the way, LP, Subanak, Reptilian,
Yeah.
all Reptilian.
Okay.
Built
Thank you.
built the whole thing.
Okay. Thank you.
But back then, Reptilian would come with this beat, and it had this high-pitched, voice-modulated female voice. I'm like, what the fuck is this stupid robot shit? Like, I hated it. That killed it for me. I'm giving the beat a 3. I'm giving the beat a 1. I'm giving the beat a 1. I'm giving the flow an 8. And I'm giving the lyrics a 9.5. This is the most outlandishly non-conformist type of track. Like, it is lyrically a 9.5, flow an 8, and beat is a 1. Giving that a 20.5. LP, what do you say?
That's an 18.5.
18.5.
Boy, you know,
I'm tracking it.
Thank you, Chuck. I am not a mathematician.
Yeah, thank you, Math Wizard. I mean, lyrically, it damn near brought me to tears and gave me chills. It was fabulous. It was so fantastic, and few and far between does that happen for me. So thank you for this pick, Wallflower. 10 out of 10 on the lyrics.
Nice.
The flow, I'll give a respectable 8 to both parties. Interesting. They've all, they do sound similar tonality wise.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference.
But J. Cole definitely hits a different pocket and
Different cadence.
That husk to his. He just rounds out some of his words with like just a husk to me. You can catch it. But yeah, 8 for the flow and the beat. I agree. This would almost have been served better as an acapella.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 5 just to put it at the middle of the road because it didn't even really matter to me. It was like an irrelevant piece for the song. And for
23 total. Ignacio, what are you saying?
All right, so the beat is these drumless beats are meant to hit in a different way. They're meant to speak to you in a different way. They're meant to keep you engaged. And it did because you were waiting for the beat to drop. So it kept you engaged. But these types of beats are more made, in my opinion, these types of beats are no way. These types of beats are more made to speak to the emotional side of a person and to the soul rather than to
I can see that.
Rather than to like that hard hitting, punching, type of sound that is generally hip hop. This would be a B-side track. This would definitely be a B-side track. And it would be one of those B-side tracks that personally I would be like, fuck, why wasn't this on side A? So for me, this is 3 9s all down.
The beat's a 9.
All right.
All of it.
All of it's a 9. That is a 27.
Solid.
Chuck, what are you saying?
So I will agree with you, Ignacio, in that on your explanation of the beat, I will disagree on the outcome of said explanation.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. Yes, I guess I get it. I get what the point of it is, and that it is for a particular purpose. To me, it's like, okay, well, you should have done that better.
You have no soul. None of you have a soul. Dang it.
No, man. Like
soulless bastard over here.
No, like I get what they were trying to do. For me, it was a miss. Because I can certainly appreciate a different kind of beat. Even if it doesn't have, a particular kind of feel to it. But I think the way this was structured did a disservice to it.
Interesting.
Because so what you said about how it's trying to keep you engaged because you're like waiting for something else. Yes, you were waiting for something else and it didn't deliver. It didn't deliver that something else that it kept you waiting for, and then it finished the track like leaving you with like beat blue balls. And and it was like I don't like it. And that same effect. I don't know. Beat didn't hit for me. Beat's a 4. I don't have any value add commentary wise to cadence and flow, or to like flow and lyrics. Lyrics were phenomenal. Flow was good. It was nice. Actually, I really appreciated that. So 8.5 flow, 9.5 lyrics. So that's a 22 for me. We're looking at 90.5 total.
99.99.5 our closest, or 98.5?
I had 4, 8.5, 9.5.
Okay, so what is the total?
22.
Total for everything.
90.5.
98.5. That is the closest we came tonight, but we struck out. And
thank you, Cornwallis.
This is a real show with real people doing real shit with real people watching. What I'm starting to realize is you get caught up in the live show experience and you just focus on the people that are in the live. But this morning, Abnorm called. He said he's been watching the show for months. First-time caller, long-time listener. Like, no matter how you look at it, way more people watch it afterwards than watch it
Oh,
live.
yeah.
Well, the people that watch live are likely the people that are going to get past the torch for the show we did earlier. But we have to keep in mind that a lot of people watch this show who don't comment in the live. So shout out to them. And a lot of people watch this show that aren't subscribed. So subscribe to the show. That would be great. We're going to be live every Monday for 2 shows, one at 6, one at 7.
All right.
And we struck out tonight, but I think we have a good show going on here, and I think it was a great night. And I think
it's struck out. I think is
I don't know about struck out.
Is a relative term.
A 96 is huge, an 87 is big, and a 98.5.
I mean, I still think this was still a very cool track. This last one, and I think it was phenomenal in a lot of ways. But kind of looking at the collective whole with the metrics at hand, didn't hit. But I think it was. It is a track that if I heard, I would be like, I am not going to skip this because I want to hear the rest of it. And I would be grumpy about the beat. I would be grumpy about the beat.
And I am still.
To be grumpy about the beat.
I'm fucking pissed.
But I would still listen to it again and again. And still be grumpy.
I'm fucking pissed right off right now.
Pick and choose. Did you guys see Pick and Choose comment?
Yeah.
What is it?
His wife agrees with Chuck, and he agrees with me.
Well, then fucking Pick and Choose his wife. You are on our team. You are one of the assistant captains. She's with it. It wasn't for me, but lyrically it was exact. The weird thing is that the beat did nothing for me, but the lyrics did everything. So it was kind of like it was.
So the beat did what it was supposed to do, make you focus on.
I guess so. Maybe that's what it was. I should have just done an acapella.
It'd be interesting to hear this as acapella, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would sound the same as an acapella.
Or on a dope beat.
There's
Certainly
a mood that's set with the beat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we got a couple tracks lined up for you. Enjoy the show. See you next week at 6. Peace out.
Peace.
This is Milkshake and a Mole, Dead Man Bars, Volume 2.
Yes.
Subscribe, like this video, and share this with your friends. Yo, a couple flex bars, some lyrical fitness. They cover up a story that is never really witnessed. On December the 7th, my death water glistened. I was crushed into the ball and I was a true victim. The reason I write is to cover the past.
I forgot this one.
Lyrical fitness or shards of bloody glass. Make a metaphor, tell a story with mass. It depends on you. Description of your class. I was upside down inside a slush-filled ditch. My body didn't move, brain matter didn't twitch. I was dead for a moment. I wrote some dead man bars. I wrote some dead man bars from inside the crushed car. I still got scars, got some surgical medals, all because my buddy had to stomp on the damn pedal. I learned how to write when I was on the dead level. Every bar that I script is from the God and the devil. Milkshake and a Mole.
That's probably my favorite one, man.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that was good.
I had that dead man energy back then.
Now get ready for some funk, yeah.
Funk out.
Ooh-wee.
Funk out with your trunk out.
Well, all right, you squares, it's time you smoke. Fire up this funk and let's have a toke. It'll make you dance to some of everything.
That's right.
Everybody get high.
I love how husband and wives are watching our show together. That's so great. Fuck, that's great. I know.
We're busting out of this hell 7 square. Freaks like you and I could never fuck on that.
The cookout song.